Guys, you are not going to believe what just happened. I'm talking about an 80-year-old Florida lawyer who has somehow become the go-to guy for Donald Trump on voting laws and midterms. His name is Peter Ticktin, and I'm still trying to wrap my head around the fact that he's pushing for an emergency executive order to overhaul voting rules and rights in the U.S. According to reports, Ticktin has been in touch with Trump and other administration officials, urging them to take action on this executive order. But here's the thing. The exact nature and extent of Ticktin's contact and influence with Trump and other administration officials is not clear. I'm talking about a 17-page draft order that Ticktin has shared with news outlets, which would make far-reaching changes to voting rules. It would require all voters in 2026 to re-register with proof of citizenship, end the use of vote-tabulation machinery, and compel hand-counting of all ballots. I mean, can you imagine the chaos that would ensue if this actually happened? The voting process would be thrown into chaos, and I'm not even sure if it would be feasible to implement such drastic changes. But Ticktin is dead serious about this, and he's been citing dubious claims of foreign interference to justify the need for an emergency order. I've been digging through this information, which I found on Bing, and it's clear that Ticktin is not the only one pushing for this executive order. There are other election conspiracists who are also promoting similar plans to revamp voting rules. It's like they're trying to create a sense of urgency around this issue, and it's making me really uncomfortable. Ticktin has also been in touch with other Trump administration contacts on executive order plans, which could sharply limit eligible voters and turnout, but he declined to identify them, citing concerns that he'd lose access with those figures. I'm talking about a guy who has a checkered legal background, with his law license suspended twice over conflict of interest issues and making referral payments that were not permitted. And yet, he's still managing to exert influence over the administration's voting policies. It's mind-boggling, guys. Election experts and analysts are sharply critical of Ticktin's efforts and those of other election conspiracists pushing an emergency executive order. They're saying that there's no evidence to support the claims of widespread voter fraud and that these plans are just a thinly veiled attempt to suppress voter turnout. The draft order that Ticktin has been promoting is entitled Establishing Security, Integrity, and Transparency for United States Elections with Protections Against Foreign Interference. But experts are saying that this is just a smokescreen and that the real goal is to limit voting rights and undermine the democratic process. I'm talking about a situation where the president is trying to use his executive powers to unilaterally change the voting rules without going through Congress. It's a recipe for disaster, guys. The implications are enormous, and I'm not even sure if we can fully comprehend the consequences of such a move. But one thing is clear. This is a battle for the very soul of our democracy, and I'm not being dramatic when I say that the stakes are higher than ever. We're talking about the future of our country and the kind of society we want to build. So, let's stay vigilant, guys, and keep a close eye on what's happening. We owe it to ourselves, our children, and the future of our democracy. And if you're as concerned as I am, please like this video and subscribe to our channel. We'll keep you updated on any developments and provide you with in-depth analysis and commentary.